TGI Friday. What's going on, peoples? Al York Sports with another one. Big weekend. Christmas weekend, all that shit, man. Oh, man, I love this time of the year. Only thing, man, I gained too much weight this time of the year, man. Yeah, let's get these peoples in. Big show today. I got the dog catcher back on the set. Sportsbook Jeff ready to bring that smoke. Yeah, ain't nothing changed. You know how we do it. Go hard or go home, man. Real simple, man. It's real simple. Wrote to everything I love, man. Big O in the building, man. Yo, Big O. I still got nothing but love for you, bro. Although you treat me like a stepchild, I got nothing but love for you, man. I was talking to you about the other day with my man about you. I said I love me some Big O, man. God bless you and your family, man. Sportsbook Jeff in the building. Raymond Gates about to bat up in about 9 minutes. Dog catcher, make sure you situated. I need to get you in, man. I want to pick your brain, man. Steve Levine in the building as always. My favorite white boy, Steve Levine, man. I love Steve Levine. Jeffrey in the building, Jeffrey Edward. Let me say it correct, because you got Sportsbook Jeff. You got Jeffrey Edward. Oh, man, everybody tapping in, man. Merry Christmas weekend. And next year, I'll tell y'all Happy New Year, man. Yeah, man, let me let the peoples pop in. I'm going to give y'all the message of the day. Then we're going to start the awesome sports show that we put out. I got to say we because it ain't only me by myself, man. Yeah, man. All right. We got a few people in here. Let me get the message of the day. Then we're going to start the show, man. Message of the day. Build bridges. Don't burn bridges. And what I mean by that is when you got good people, don't burn them, man. Don't burn them, man. Because what you're doing is you're burning bridges, you're burning resources you might have to get back to eventually. Not only that, burning bridges is a method for creating new bad karma for yourself. That's real talk. Everything I tell y'all is 50 years of knowledge. I'm not going to tell y'all anything that's not 100%. Build bridges, don't burn bridges. Just like your credit. You go buy a TV or something and Wiley's, right? And you don't pay your bill. You fucking up your credit. Why would you fuck up your credit when you should build your credit? Same thing with burning bridges. Stop doing people dirty, man. Y'all know who you are. Build bridges, do not burn bridges. Suge Knight in the building as always. Y'all got a new AKA for you, dog. I'm going to call you Mr. Giant, man, because you love your New York Giants, man, and you a West Coast cat. I love that. All right, guys, let me start the show, and then we gonna get it popping. Here we go. Al York Sports, the raw truth, bringing it back 40 years ago, MC Shan, baby. Woo! If you guys only knew, as a kid, I mean, it ain't only me. My whole New York, Lower East Side, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, West Coast. When we were growing up and we heard this right here, my mind used to blank out. And I'm pretty sure I'm talking for everybody else. We used to blank out. We didn't give a fuck about what happened or what was going to happen. This the music here that we had so much fun that we didn't care about the outcome. That's real fucking talk. All right, let me get back to the show. You know how I tend to lose it from time to time. Okay, like I said, y'all got the message of the day. Now let me go, like I said, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, subscribe, tell everybody about it, show love. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death, Nueva York. Also, shout out to Price Tag Entertainment my dude Blue Chips. I'm going to start calling him Blue Chips because he always got money on his mind like all the time. And Royalty, great man. You know, great man with a lot of kids, takes care of his. I respect him to death. I can't wait to get up to him and start giving y'all this music out of his crib. This guy got the man cave beyond man caves, and he want me to go in there and rock it. Open sessions and giveaways, like I always say, the more the merrier. You need advertisement, hit me up and I'll hook you up. And another thing too, where I put this at? Yeah, shout out to my brother Tony from Auto Nation Nissan. Tony, a.k.a. Boston. I call him Boston. Before in the building, I see you. Check my boy out. I mean, he got great deals on all the cars. This guy will work with you, look out for you. I know from experience because he hooked one of my dudes up. And Tony's located in 5800 West Sahara, Las Vegas, 89146. Let me repeat that. 5800 West Sahara, Las Vegas, 89146. See my boy Tony and Auto Nation Nissan. The guy's the man to go to, man. All right, let's start the sports show so we can get this popping. You got about 6 minutes left, big dogs. Let me just run through some shit real quick. Okay, we're going to go to the Diamond. Ex-Cincinnati Reds left-handed pitcher Tom Brownie dies at 62 years old, a former 20-game winner, a World Series champion, and also pitched a perfect game. He died on Monday, found unresponsive. According to the police, there was no foul play. His career record's 123 and 90 with a 3.94, had 1,000 strikeouts exactly. And Tom Brownie, when he was on, not with the big red machine, but when they had that other good team with John Franco and them, I mean, Brownie was nice, man. I mean, you give Brownie the ball, he's the ace. He going to get you that game one win. That's how good Tom Brownie was. Rest in power, Tom Brownie. Okay, let's go to the football field. Bad news. New England great Willie McGinnis got arrested for alleged assault and arrested with potential charge of a deadly weapon. Like, Willie McGinnis, you too smart for this, man. You on NFL Network. I seen you schooling the young cats. I seen when the young cats would get in trouble, you be the one to tell them, you know, stay out of trouble, do this, do that. And now you got caught up. But then again, nobody's perfect. I understand everybody can get caught up. And that's just the facts of life. But McGinnis, you about the last person I expected this from. I expected maybe Warren Sapp, who's off NFL Network, to get caught up in this. Not you, Willie. You a man of men. And I hope that the best thing comes out. And I hope that, you know, you're innocent. I hope you're protecting instead of being the aggressor. I don't have the full story, but I'm hoping you're protecting instead of the aggressor. Other news. Philadelphia Phillies keep getting better, man. They just signed reliever Craig Kimbrell to a 1-year, $10 million contract. Now, not only did they get Kimbrell, they got David Robinson, they got Trey Turner, and they got Tajon Walker, a team that made it to the World Series and was 2 games away from winning it all. The Phillies are continuing to go all in. I respect them. And the city of Philadelphia is on fire. You got the Eagles on fire, the Sixers doing their thing, and the Phillies that just lost the chip. Salute to the city of Philadelphia. Other news. Ex-Atlanta Brave, a shortstop, Dansby Swanson, signed a 7-year deal for 170 M's to sign with the Chicago Cubs. Sportsbook Jeff had a good theory. He said he might end up with the Dodgers with his man Freddie Freeman, and I kind of started thinking that. That made sense. Even though I wanted him with my Bronx Bombers, and he ended up going to the Cubs, who are slowly rebuilding that franchise like they did about 7-8 years back when they end up winning the chip. So the Cubs are improving every year. They got lots of money, lots of draft picks from all them superstars that they traded, and hopefully the Cubs can start playing good baseball because it makes sense when the Cubs are playing good baseball for MLB. Let me go to other news real quick. Arizona Cardinals quarterback, we call him Baby Feet, Kyler Murray will miss the rest of the season, torn ACL. Murray, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 2,368 yards passing, ranked 21st as a QBR with a 51.2. I don't know if they're ever going to win with this guy. He's just too little. I understand he has games that are incredible, but that's asking too much. And they just gave him a lucrative contract. So I don't know where Arizona goes from here. They signed Clinsbury, who's a horrible coach. I mean, so much things that were just going so well for the Cardinals are now going bad. And it's just sad. Let me go to other news before I get my man up in here. The Blue Jays are also getting better, adding Chris Bassett to their rotation, signing a 3-year, $63 million with the Blue Jays. Was 15-9 last year with the Mets with a 3.42, 167 Ks with a 1.14 whip. Bassett is the truth. You throw another pitcher in Toronto that got all the hitters in the world. If Toronto could get a great rotation going, they as scary as anybody else. Big dog, you in the building? If you're not in the building, I'm going to keep on going. Baltimore Ravens claim wide receiver Sammy Watkins from waivers from the Green Bay Packers. This is where I get it fucked up. You do nothing with one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and Aaron Rodgers, and now you're going to go to a team that got about 3 running quarterbacks. Sammy Watkins, you had your opportunity. Great receiver out of Clemson. You ain't step up with the Rams. A lot of teams you had opportunity to show out, and you never showed out. And if you couldn't show out with Aaron Rodgers and them baby wide receivers they got, you're not going to go to Baltimore with Lamar Jackson and show out. So you're basically going to be there for a little while, maybe play a decoy because, dog, you just don't got it no more. I had a lot of respect for you in college, but Sammy Watkins, you fell off. Let me get my man in the building. Yeah, show, guys, I'm bringing it, man. Christmas or not, I'm bringing it. I'm not here playing around.
Yo!
Big dog, what it do, baby?
Hold on.
Give me a minute. Let me put these ear joints on.
I hear you. I hear you well. You hear me?
Okay, I like how you looking. I like the vision.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking like Kwame Brown, like a motherfucker, but it is what it is, dog.
I get it all, man. I get the Dwight Howard, Kwame, all kind of shit.
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
First thing first, Merry Christmas to you and your family. And thank you once again for going on the Al York Sports Show. You know you family, so
no doubt.
I just say thank you because I'm appreciative of anything that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, you my NBA analyst. I mean, you do it all, but I love your NBA a little more than a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
Forgive me if it don't sound right, but I just love your NBA.
It's all good.
Let's go to the Golden State Warriors. 15-18, 3-16 on the road. I know that they injured. I get it. But there was a time when Steph was in there, and they still couldn't get it right.
Right.
So my question to you, you're the acting GM of the Golden State Warriors. Are you going to continue to just wait till people get healthy and maybe try to make a run that way? Or are you thinking, let Curry get healthy, a couple guys get healthy, and then we're just going to make this blockbuster trade? Because Curry's not there to groom young dudes. Curry got about 4 or 5 years left, dog. He won 4 chips out of the last 8. He want to keep winning chips. He ain't here to groom motherfuckers.
Nah.
So my question to you, do Dub Nation pull off a trade? And if they do, for who?
It almost reminds me of the Bulls in the 90s, man. I mean, I think they're right at that cusp where they gotta fold their hand. You know what I mean? I think Draymond really sparked some shit up over the summer. I mean, I know they act like it's all good, but I think when the punch on Jordan Poole, I think when he punched him, I think that kind of fucked up their mojo a little bit, and now the media's involved. You know what I mean? I just don't. If I'm the GM, I gotta get rid of
Draymond.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I hear he wants to go to LA. I don't know what I want from LA. I mean, they all fucked up themselves. I mean,
facts.
So, and then the problem is Steve Kerr. He trying to play the youngins, trying to transition and pass that baton, but it ain't working. These niggas in the league, you know what I mean? They seasoned. You got cats like Moody, and you got Buddy from Memphis going back and forth from the G League, back and forth.
Wiseman.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
You got Kuminga showing out sometimes.
he don't have no offense. He's just an athlete. You know what I mean?
Right,
He can't
right.
fucking dribble. He can't shoot. He's just a 6'7", 6'8" athlete.
Right, right. But he can be a not a force, but a help off the bench.
I mean, they're trying to mold him into
play defense, rebound. He could do a couple things that can, he could be a part of a trade. He could be the fourth piece to get one man.
They're trying to mold him into like a Andre Iguodala, I would say, but Andre Iguodala would hit the open three. He didn't open shot. I mean, at one point he fucking was playing with Philly and he was their main guy. So
Iggy's nice. Yeah, you already know Iggy was nice. He's just older now, and he became like Vince Carter, where now he's just more shooting jumpers than going to the hole trying to dunk it on cats.
Yeah.
Vince in his later years, but Vince I think shoot better and dunk better. Sure. But Iggy's nice. Iggy can help you out in a lot of phases. For sure. But my question back to you: who's out there for Golden State that they can make a big trade for? Would you like be willing to go back to the Kevin Durant thing?
You know what? If I had to trade somebody that's what I call trade bait, I'm trading Klay Thompson.
Wow.
I mean, just because he got a little life in the tank, he can shoot the shit out of it. I mean, they need a solid big. I mean, Looney plays well, but the problem is that second unit, they don't really have a big to hold them off. I mean, they lose their runs when Curry goes out, which is normally the beginning of the second quarter.
Facts.
And because you got Poole out there trying to be baby Curry, throwing shit up. You got Klay mad at Poole because he ain't passing the ball. It's just all fucked up right now.
Yeah, I don't think there's room for those three guys.
No.
I think one of them got, and it definitely ain't gonna be Curry. So we're gonna say two of them got to go, which is either Klay or Poole.
Right.
And it's dangerous to give Poole up because Poole's window is through the roof, and taking nothing away from Klay, I don't think, I might be wrong, I'm not a doctor, but Big Dog, I don't think we're gonna see the Klay we seen prior with those two big leg injuries, huge leg injuries. I mean, it's a miracle that he's out there doing anything.
It's rough for him, dog.
That's what I'm saying. But he could be very productive, like a team like the Sixers, the New York Knicks.
He's holding on.
You know what I'm saying? But who would you, let's close it out before we move on. Who would you want to go after to make the Golden State Warriors better? And then we could go on to the next subject.
I'm gonna go get an active big that can go hit a 15-footer. So I'm gonna go, shit. I like DeAndre Ayton or something like that, you know.
You like Ayton?
Yeah, he can hit a 15-footer. He's active. He's long. He molds with their scheme. You know what I mean? They're a passing cut kind of team, so you can't have a stiff back there. You know.
Damn, Wiseman just didn't pan out.
He's a stiff.
Yeah, I knew we only seen a little bit of him out of Memphis, but all the talk that we heard, I thought this guy by now would have been dogging the NBA for them, dog. I thought it would be dogging the NBA, and he barely could get on the court. I mean, he just looks a step behind everybody. You understand? So, but I still think you could trade Kuminga, Wiseman. I think you're going to have to throw Poole or Klay in there if you want to get this real good big man for the Golden State Warriors.
They just paid Poole, though.
Yeah, but a team will pick him up.
Yeah, but he's their future, so they say.
Okay, but who? So you want Ayton?
I'm gonna get a big. I go get a big. I don't need a guard.
I'm gonna say I don't mind. I think them in Brooklyn would be perfect because Brooklyn need bodies. You know, I'm looking at Brooklyn. You know, they good with. You know, you got Kyrie doing this thing, Durant doing this thing, but it's not too many that can really help out on that team like we expect them. So if I'm Brooklyn, I wouldn't mind, you know, just trying to rebuild just a bit. and get about 4 decent plays, maybe 3 draft choices, and give up Durant and just start it all over.
Oh shit! Durant he got something to prove this year. He acting like he ready. So I'm interested to see how they act in the East.
I don't think they're not deep enough, dog. I'm looking all through that East. They're not deep enough.
You got Boston, you got Milwaukee.
Come on, man. You got the Bucks, you got the Cavaliers that don't snuck up on everybody.
Don't fuck around with them.
They snuck up on everybody. D. Mitchell's handling his business. I mean, you got fucking the Sixers who are not really showing out yet. But we know they're gonna make noise when it matters. MB and company.
He gonna show up when it counts.
Now I'm gonna slide to my team. We're gonna escape from the Warriors. You want Aton. I can see Durant going back. That's where we at with that. What's up with my New York Knicks, man? Are we takers or fakers?
Man, they always one player away. Every year. One player away every year, man. Like,
yeah, man.
It's like they in the middle of a trade, like they're trying to make a move now, but they in limbo. That's what it seemed like to me. And then you got D Rose coming like third string. He coming. It's just they got some bait over there, and Randall, he a good player, but he's not a leader.
No, but I love what Randall's doing because I told you last year he's not a number one, and they had him acting like a number one. Like you just said, you cannot be a leader if you don't got leader skills.
Oh, he's not a leader.
But I love Randall 2 or 3. I love him at a 2 or 3. Not a 1.
Not a 1.
2, maybe best will be 3rd, but he ain't gonna be 3rd on the Knicks. He might be 3rd on Memphis or somebody or Pelicans, but he ain't gonna be 3rd on the Knicks. He'll be no less than the 2nd.
How much they pay him? What was he, the number 2 pick? He went high, didn't he?
Yeah, this was a while ago. He went high.
How much New York pay him right now? How much New York?
I think he's getting 20 M's.
Shit, I mean, you get that kind of money, you get that kind of buck, you got to be a second option at least. I mean, I see Brunson is running a show, but they don't have a guy. They just don't have a leader. The closest thing they have to a leader is Brunson, I would say.
And I love Jalen Brunson, averaging 20.4, 3.2 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and he's a natural point guard.
Respected. He's respected.
Yeah. I mean, the guy can play ball. Now, we lost the 2nd round next year because we tampered to get him. It just came out, the news came out the other day. We tampered because, his father, I guess, was close with the Dallas Mavericks. Some shit, I don't know. Something went down funny over there where they got him illegally and they're going to pay for that. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But I like what we doing, dog. I like the fact of Mitchell Robinson starting to play a little better. Now, Fournier, he actually went down this year. Obi Toppin is going to be Obi Toppin. I would never get rid of him. He's just like a little knowledge from becoming that player, but he doesn't have that IQ yet. And talking about IQ, Emmanuel quickly, it's just looking better and better every time he's out there. He's instant offense. But me saying all this, we ain't going to win much, but being a New York Knicks fan, everybody that knows that I'm representing the New York Knicks, we just happy to make the playoffs every year. I mean, God damn, if we can make the playoffs every year, we go with that because we've been in the cellar for a minute, big dog.
That's right.
New York Knicks are like the New York Mets of baseball. When they win, you got to appreciate it because it's rarely. It's rarely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with it. So, okay, I'm going to run through some NBA teams from you before I get my man Sportsbook Jeff. Takers or fakers? This is obvious. Milwaukee Bucks.
Takers.
Celtics.
Takers.
Cavaliers.
Takers.
Nets.
I gotta say takers. I can't give.
I'm going
KD,
fakers.
Man.
They're not deep enough. They're just not deep enough for me.
With KD like that. Go ahead.
I know that's your guy,
He's
You
just
love him.
tough.
You probably watched KD in college
He's tough.
because you got that long lefty shit dunking outside. That's why you love him so much,
He's just
because
too
that's you in
skilled.
college in your
He's
eyes.
just skilled, man. Man, it's tough, man.
I hear you, yo. I hear you arguing on my page all the time
Man,
about him.
that nigga,
You always protected
hey, he's
KD.
tough, man. You see how he's doing the Bucks right now, right? He's dragging them by like 15, 20 points. Fucking them.
Right.
But, you know, it's regular season.
That's why I think Golden State got to go get him. That's why I think and they got the pieces and the draft choices to get him.
KD
You know what I mean?
stubborn. He's sensitive. He ain't going nowhere. He the whole world talk about him. He be trying to fight back with the whole world. He ain't going nowhere. You know how you do it.
All right, let's keep going down the list. We got about 5
Go ahead.
minutes. The Knicks.
Fakers, man.
Heat.
Fakers.
Pacers.
Fakers.
And Hawks.
Fakers. They got a problem with Trey.
Wow.
Trey and the coach.
That Trey acted with McMillan. He got to cut that shit out.
Trey and the coach got it.
Like they really got. I heard they really got beef. Like they want to fight for real.
It's ugly.
Like they want to shoot 5 every other game type shit.
I was reading something saying if they don't make no improvement, he's gonna request a trade.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's definitely out there.
We'll see.
Yeah, the Knicks will be trying to find out about that.
We'll trade.
Now we going to the West. We going to the Western Conference. Jerry Romero, welcome on board. Denver Nuggets.
I'm gonna say takers. They got their PG.
Okay, I want you to explain to me what is it about Denver you really like. Or you think they should be a #1 seed?
I think they top 3 in the West just because they solid 1 through, let's say, 8. I mean, they're big, they rebound, they can shoot the ball, they defend, they got young guys that's bought into the program, they got a great coach, they got a fucking 2-time MVP.
Joker. Yeah, Joker's no joke.
Yeah.
What do you think about Murray's progress so far? It seems slow.
I think it's progressive, though. I think that he's taking his time and he's doing the proper steps to be full throttle when it comes playoff time. You know what I mean? He's baby stepping. He's baby stepping into it right now, but he's still tough. Ain't too many people fucking with him.
If Murray get back to form, then I'll be really convinced with the Denver Nuggets.
Murray or before the bubble, like that year, Bubble Murray.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Donovan Mitchell were going back and forth like it was no tomorrow.
Yeah, he's a handful.
Spider-Man, he was hanging right in there with Spider-Man. You know that.
He's a handful, for sure.
But the thing is, can he get back to that Murray? We do not know. If he can, I definitely believe in the Nugget. And I like Porter Jr. too, by the way.
They deep enough. And Porter 6'9" and shoot 30-footers, and he played the 4, the 3.
Yeah, going in there, banging out. You know what I mean? They, like you said, they deep. Okay, let's move on. They take us. Memphis Grizzlies.
I gotta say takers. I mean, I don't know if they're #1 seed right now. I know Ja's making a lot of noise, but
yeah, they're tied for the 1.
I know Ja's making a lot of noise, but I gotta ride with them. I mean, they tough when they rocking. They got a great team. They're like a baby Golden State Warriors, but more athletic now.
Right.
The same concept.
Right.
But they don't shoot the ball as well. But they're more athletic though.
They got the skills to say takers, but to me, they're not battle tested enough. You know what I'm saying? You got to be battle tested, but Morant, another year, Bate, you know what I mean? They got some guys that could make noise and help out in there, and hopefully they can get over the hump, bro. But I'm borderline with taker fakers because they're not battle tested enough. Now, the Pelicans are not battle tested enough, but for some reason, I got a different feeling about the Pelicans because they fucking deep, dog.
They are too.
They fucking deep. And Zion is everything that we all expected him to be.
He's the glue guy.
And maybe even more.
He's the glue guy. He's the glue guy. He's gritty, but he's athletic. He's like a what's his name? Buddy that played for the Knicks. Mason, but real athletic. What's his name? He passed.
Oh, Anthony Mason.
Yeah, like he's tough. Like he's the glue guy, but he's super athletic.
Nah, but he's a lot more skillful than Anthony Mason.
But he's the glue guy.
Got you.
But as far as skilled, I mean, he reminds me of a Sean Kemp. I keep saying it,
That I like that comparison.
Yeah, like a Sean Kemp.
Yeah, the Rain Man. He
Yeah,
just like he got a lot of the Rain Man's
yeah,
abilities, and the Rain Man also had that ability to get fed on you real quick,
yeah.
and he got there too. I mean, he's just a Thanksgiving weekend away from blowing up. You know what I'm saying?
He's a turkey leg away from fucking swelling up. I tell you that.
Exactly. Okay, let's go to a team that I know that you go up and down with, the Phoenix Suns.
The Suns, I think they're gonna show up when it counts. You know, they've been getting drugged. You know, like as far as talk bad about, and you know, Luka did them bad. Luka did them bad last year, and then you got Ja talking noise. They play tonight, actually. You got Ja talking noise about Phoenix. So I think they're gonna show up when it counts. I gotta say takers. They've been there.
Okay. Now the last three, let's go quick, because I got to get Sportsbook Jeff up in here. Okay, the Clippers.
Takers.
I'm going to say takers because the experience. I'm going to ride with the experience, but I'm not mad at you because they fucking injured all the time.
They're all over the place.
The Kings.
They're a year or two away from being takers.
Exactly. I agree with you. The Utah Jazz.
Fakers. They pump fakers early. They lost
Dame Dollars and the Blazers.
Hey, Dame Dollar ain't nothing to fuck with. I gotta say takers. They're gonna be all right in a minute.
Okay.
They're gonna be all right.
Of course, Luka and the Mavericks, I know they're going to be takers for
That's
you.
right. Sure.
And last but not least, Dub Nation, and we're going to wrap it up.
You forgot about the Lakers, fakers. But Dub Nation is fakers too. Both of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So even if they get healthy again,
They gonna
you know,
be.
I'm going to have to say take it up to you. Somebody take them down, dog.
They the LA Rams of the basketball, you know. That's basically
I'm not going to go that far yet.
Shit.
Not yet.
Talk to me in February, man. After the break.
That's what I'm talking about. If they looking like this in February, then I'm with you. But it's too early to say that.
From a mile away, they ain't ready for the West.
Any last words, big dog?
Not the contest with Gambino. We ran it back from 2 years ago. I'm gonna ride with the AFC again. So we're gonna see. Gonna see how it turned out. He got the NFC. Hopefully the Bills get there, but we'll see. You know, we'll see.
Right. What Big Dog's talking about, peoples, him and my boy Jesse Gambino, they made a friendly wager of AFC and NFC. Gambino had NFC the year that Uncle Tom and went up to the chip, and Big Dog had the AFC with Pat Mahomes and went in. And I know Big Dog was hurt because he loves Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
But since he had the AFC, he had to ride with that.
That's right.
But now they're doing it all over again. And I'm not going to say hopefully somebody win because I love both of them. But good luck to both of y'all, man. How about that?
That's right. That's right.
All right, Big Dog, a pleasure as always. Thanks for making time. Merry Christmas. No drinking and driving. You know what it is.
Oh, yeah, we got it. All right, buddy. I'm going to get back with my family.
Okay, X me out, Big Dog. X me out.
Got it.
Okay. That's Big Dog. Came on point today. Knocking shit out the box, man. Sportsbook Jeff, where you at? Let me get my boy Sportsbook Jeff in the building if he's in the building. Yeah, we're going to drop some science on y'all with Sportsbook Jeff also. Give me a minute. Sportsbook Jeff, what up, big dog?
Merry Christmas, Al York Nation.
I didn't forget you. I know you were there like, where my Christmas gift? You know I ain't going to forget you, dog.
Well, the only thing,
what's going on?
The only thing I miss, I keep looking at you and all that green, and I'm like, where's the Christmas ornaments?
I had to do it for Christmas. You know what it is. Big dog, Sportsbook Jeff, let's get to the point right real quick. I got a couple questions for you. My people's hungry sports fans, you know, they want to hear what we got to say. You're the GM of the New York Football Jets. What the fuck you do with Zach Wilson, man? And I want a direct answer. You either let him go, A, you sit him on the bench for maybe a year with a clipboard, B, or he's trade bait after the season. Talk to us.
I don't think you have many options. I mean, first of all, he's got nobody wants to trade for him. at this point in time. So I mean, you're not going to get anything for him. If you cut bait,
You probably get a fifth rounder for
if
him.
you cut bait, you're going to still owe a ton of money. But you can't go forward with him. But I think New York was the wrong market for this kid. I think it's another poor choice by the New York management of picking a kid from small town Podunk, USA, that's not ready for New York.
Wow. So let me ask you something. You think in a perfect system, he's still a bad quarterback?
Well, put it this way. You're not going to change his accuracy. His accuracy going to change because he's playing in New York or he's playing in, say, Seattle or playing in Tennessee. I mean, if you can't throw, you can't throw. You know, if you're a knucklehead.
I'm not going to go as far as that, Jeff. The guy's got an arm. I followed him in BYU. I just think his confidence is shot.
He was a one.
And when Jeff, you know when your confidence is shot, you coach young boys. And you know when your young guy confidence is shot. And you're there to install that back in him. I don't think the guy is trash. I just think he's so shot that he's out there like, you know, he's telegraphing everything. He's hoping not to throw an interception. It's hard to quarterback like that. He needs a fresh start with a system that benefits his style of play. Like right now, what I'm seeing with Baker Mayfield, I think Mayfield can be a really good backup with the Rams with McVay running an offense that best suits him. I think you can find a spot like that for Wilson, but it's not with the Jets, bro.
I'm going to tell you the biggest problem that happened to Wilson was the Jets, I guess, learning curve or winning curve, progressing in every area but the quarterback position. Your defense is playoff caliber. Okay?
Yep.
You got skill positions, playoff caliber. You got an offensive line that's getting to be playoff caliber. You got a coach that is growing with a team, playoff caliber. So what's happened here is everything on the team progressed a year early than was supposed to, but Zach Wilson didn't. So basically, he stands out like a sore thumb, and you throw him in a market like New York City, well, shit, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he look like Black Jack McDowell out there, let me tell you. And then he has an attitude, like when he has a press conference, like he's just very funny with it. Like he'll be like, I did my part. You know, like he's not saying the right things.
Well, you know, he shows
when you're doing bad, you know, you got to say the right things. He's just like very defensive, and he's not doing the much. He's not doing enough to be defensive. He needs to just say, listen, I'm messing up. It's on me. And people will respect him more.
Well, the problem is he's a narcissist, Al. No accountability, no responsibility. Okay. He's entitled. Okay. Strike one, strike two, and strike three. And the guy, I'm going to tell you right now, he's done. Maybe he can play in the CFL, but he's done.
Wow. Well, they said, there was one writer that said, in the right situation, he could be the next Pat Mahomes. That I'm not buying. But I believe if you sit him down for a year with a clipboard, let him reestablish his confidence, because you know that's a tough thing to reestablish. Once he can reestablish that he's got enough too. Now, he is small. I never thought Zach to be small like Kyler Murray and them. But yes, he is small. We seen it the other night, yesterday night, and he just couldn't get it over the lineman.
I think he's the next Ryan Leaf.
Oh, wow. That's deep.
He's DeMarcus.
You know what? I got to go to the next subject. You don't close it out. A lot of Jet fans are very upset with him, especially X-Man. X-Man can't stand him. X-Man can hear he's in a car crash, and he'll probably celebrate. And that's fucked up, but that's how much X-Man don't like him, a true New York Jet fan. Okay, let's go to the diamond. Got to pick your brain on this. Did the San Francisco Giants drop the ball with Carlos Correa?
You know what? It's kind of a mixed answer. I think the Giants recognized that the investment they made in Correa was not going to move the needle. He's not a number one. He's not your.
That I agree. That's why I didn't understand it, but I agree.
But they had to do something for the fans. Now, short term, right now, the Giants are the laughing stock of baseball. Now, they did go out today and sign Rogers, the best left-handed pitcher that was left on the market. They did go out and get Contorto.
Yeah, Conforto for the
Right.
Mets. He got surgery. He's
They
back.
paid him a little bit of money. So they accomplished their goal of 2 new outfielders. They had the Hannigan before. But
Right.
but I think short term, they're going to take a PR hit because after they just went through this fiasco with Correa, what free agent that's a star wants to go to San Francisco? They're going to get the runaround. But long term, for development of the team, it's probably the best thing that could happen.
Right. I mean, give me where the Mets benefit out of this. You just bring down the Giants. What this does to the Metropolitans right now?
Well, it's very obvious Steve Cohen is trying to win the back page, and he has won the back page of the tabloids in New York City. He's trying to make the Yankees go back and be the Yankees of the 80s when they had Dwight Gooden and they had the pitching staff with David Cohen, and all the guys they had, Nails Dykstra, Darryl Strawberry, Gary Carter. They're trying to send the Yankees back into the 80s at time warp is what he's doing. But long term,
let me make this clear on my show. They will always be our little brother, no matter what.
well, I'll tell you what.
Just like the Clippers will be the Lakers' little brother. Clippers can have 3 straight winning years. The Lakers can have 4 straight losing years. They still the little brother. So let's not get that fucked up. But go ahead.
But the one thing is, if we haven't learned from the Dodgers the last 4 years, besides a strike short in the season, you can't buy a championship. You can't build character.
Yeah, X just said that. X just put that on. Now, a lot of people would disagree. X, I believe you, but a lot of people used to talk shit about my team at Steinbrenner, saying that we used to buy championship teams. Now, I believe in a way, yes, because we always got that most expensive free agent, but we always build within. We just bought the piece to make the difference. So I get what he's saying. You can't buy a championship team. But how about the Marlins that year that bought that team and they got rid of everybody? So I don't know. That's a slippery slope right there.
Well, the difference between what the Marlins did and what the Mets did, the pieces that the Marlins bought, not once but twice, they fit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Cohen's just slapping money down to whoever free agent wants to take it. I mean, Correa's got to change positions. You don't even know if Correa's going to be a great third baseman.
He's got to do A-Raw when A-Raw went to third with the
understand
Yankees.
Something. The difference between playing shortstop and playing third base is a big difference, just like playing left field and right field. The ball comes off the bat different speed. It's a different movement. I mean,
definitely.
When you're a shortstop, you got to have the mobility and the footwork. When you're at third base, it's a
reflex.
It's a quick reflex. Yep. Okay. Correa's a longer guy, kind of like Ripken, and he doesn't strike me as a quick reflex guy. Lindor.
Yeah. He's more of a range guy. I agree with you. More range.
If you think about, I like to use Ozzie Smith as an example, and some of the great plays, and probably the greatest play they always show, when he was a Padre, when he dove to his left towards second base, the ball bounces back against the way he's diving, and he's going to pick his right hand up. That's what I mean by a quick reflex. And I can tell you that I don't feel like when you look at Correa is not a great athlete. He's not a great teammate, really, in some ways. So, I mean, that could all that was trying to buy the tabloid, the back page, okay? And you know what? He might be a good piece for a while. The problem is it's going to catch up to Mr. Cohen eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And eventually you're going to have...
Especially if this don't amount to chips. It's either chip or failure. You agree?
Right. And you got to understand something. They play in arguably the toughest division in all baseball because the Phillies are out there buying it too a little bit. And the Braves have built their situation up. So you got 3 teams that can win probably any division in baseball. But they're only and they may not make the playoffs because they're all in the same division. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But with the change of the way the MLB is doing the schedule this upcoming year, where everybody's going to play every team every year. You're going to play less within your division. It's going to be an advantage to teams like the Mets, Braves, and Phillies who are in the same division. They're only going to have to play 13 times instead of 19 times. And then you're going to be playing, say the Twins and the Royals and the Angels and the Rangers. Those teams picking those other games up. So
Right.
it changed the whole dynamics of baseball with that new schedule.
Yeah. I told you I'm not too fond of that. I'm very old school. I didn't mind the interleague where, one team plays like either the National League East or the West, and that'll be it. And maybe sprinkle a couple other games. But to every team to play each other every year, to me, being old school, that takes away from the World Series that I'm accustomed to watching my whole life, where teams never met each other, play each other. That was the beauty for me of the whole World Series. And they took that away.
But
because they're trying to make more money and shit like that.
See, from a fan standpoint, Al, when you're guaranteed once every 2 years that every team in baseball is coming to your ballpark, think about the teams that have never seen Mike Trout. Think about
I got you.
the teams that never seen.
No, they got it. It's got its perks.
Right.
It's got its perks. But my thing is, I guess I'm old school when it comes to baseball. I understand a lot of what the NBA did as far as transition the NBA. But baseball is like, I grew up loving baseball before anything. And, I didn't mind adding the wild card. I thought that spiked it up. I like that. But I think they're doing a little too much right now. It's just my opinion. But a billion people might like what they're doing now. But I'm telling you right now, me being old school, I don't like it at all. I love them two teams face each other that never seen each other. I mean, that is wonderful to me. And now, unfortunately, when they play each other, they played each other earlier in the year. So, I don't know. But let's move on. We got approximately 3 minutes. You got to knock this out in 3 minutes, or now I'm going to cut you off. So it's up to you how you want it served. The Phillies, not playing around, just picked up Kimbrel, picked up Robinson a few weeks ago. So now you got either two setup mans or a setup man and a closer. Picked up a starter in Walker, not to mention the best shortstop in my book in Trey Turner. What you thinking about the Phillies, who was 2 games away from winning the World Series this year?
Well, you know what? They're in a division that they very, very well could go backwards, still finish third, still get a wild card. There's no guarantee. And like I said, these teams like the Mets and the Phillies with no role players sometimes are what gets you to where you need to be at. You want to do
Facts.
the dirty work. I mean, what
Facts.
if you got all superstars and you're in a bunt situation and that guy don't want to bunt? You know what I'm saying? He's worried about his stats. Too many.
Yeah, we had that with the Yankees, so I know exactly what you're
Too many
talking
cooks
about.
in the kitchen. Too many prima donnas.
And you got to have role players. That's why they call role players, because they specify in certain roles. And when you got all stars, like you said, that's not what they do. They want to hit the home run and trot around the bases instead of moving the guy over or manufacturing runs like you should be doing to win a championship.
And that is
so I'm with you. I had a bunch of divas with the Yankees, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's why
Yeah, we had Robinson Cano
right.
jogging out a double play in the 9th inning. I don't forget shit like that. I'm a baseball diehard. Times where he nonchalant the first base. I mean, literally jogging. Man, run hard. You don't know what can happen. A bobble, a drop ball. You don't jog the first.
No.
And the role players, they give you everything they got because they know they have to perform the little bit of time they're out there, right or wrong.
Right.
Close it up, Jeff.
Well, the thing I'm going to close up, I'm going to stick with baseball. We were talking about today these $300 million contracts, they're being dished out. But I'll tell you what, I want to give a salute to, I think, one of the top baseball players in the country, in the world, and Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado could have opted out in St. Louis. He has about $150 million left in the contract. Could have easily gotten 300+ million on the open market, and
Facts.
completely walked away. Okay, from that and said, I'm good with where I'm at. Cardinals, here's the money. Go do what you got to do. I'll tell you what, in this day and age, to have somebody put character, liking where you're playing, your teammates, the way things are done above the money, I think that says a lot about who Nolan Arenado is and the Cardinal way. And I give a lot of kudos to that. So Arenado, thumbs up. Also, I want to say when it comes to college basketball right now, as you can tell, I had to wear this for everybody today. But I am a Purdue
Boilermakers.
And
Close it out, Clint. Close it out.
You can tell we're number one. So I had to wear my Boilermakers today. First time they've ever been number one and maintain it for a couple of weeks. So we'll see how long that lasts in the hefty Big Ten. Long way to go. But other than that, again, great show, Al, and I wish you wore your ornaments today.
All right, brother. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Great take as always. I love the take about Arenado. It's good that you educate the people, you know, the greatness of a guy that could have took more money, took less, and rather be happy than get more money. Like Robinson Cano. I don't even want to go deeper than that.
That's right.
He fucked his career up being greedy, running off with Jay-Z. Jay-Z gassing him up to get the bag, and he messed up any Hall of Fame credentials that he was building with the New York Yankees. And with that great take, hang me up, Jeff, because I got to get the free picks out there.
I definitely hang it up, and I'll tell you what, Arenado's worth more pen than every single guy that got paid this offseason. So
I believe you, brother. I believe you.
All righty. Have a good one.
Sportsbook Jeff in the building, baby. Okay, guys. You heard my dog, Big Dog, the dog catcher. Sportsbook Jeff. I told you I'm going to try to bring you guys the best of the best I can do. You know I'm bringing y'all heat every motherfucking week. And I told y'all the day you think I'm slacking, you go to my messenger and you hit me the fuck up. But you got to prove it, though. You got to prove it. Because I make sure I leave it all on the field when I'm on this thing with y'all. Because this is what I love to do. And with that, let's go to the free picks. Then we're going to go to the spin-off, and we're going to find 2 lucky bodies on this Christmas weekend. We're going to start off with Sportsbook Jeff. Get your pens and papers. I'm not going to talk how good we've been doing because I'm not going to curse our shit. But if you've been watching, and not only watching, putting money up, you should be making a nice amount of money. That's all I got to say. We're going to go to Tennessee, Sportsbook Jeff. You got the Titans -3.5 versus the Houston Texans, who are 1-12, and the Titans, who are 7-7 in a must-win game. Jeff likes the Texans +3.5 versus the Titans. The Texans at 1-12, that's right. They've been competing. They almost beat the Chiefs straight up. I mean, I like when Mills is in there, they do better things with Mills. With Allen, I don't fuck with them. Mills, I fuck with them. HD in the building, I see you. So he likes the Texans in the first play. The second play, you got the New Orleans Saints 5-9 versus the 6-8 Cleveland Browns at Cleveland. Should be some real bad weather. He likes the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson to cover the 2.5. So he likes the Texans +3.5, Cleveland -2.5. His third pick, we're going to Frisco, who's been covering every game for like the last 6-7 weeks. Every game. He's running with the Commanders. He likes the Commanders in this game. If you follow the Commanders, they cover spreads on the road and they don't cover spreads at home. So I like this pick. He likes the Commanders +7 at Frisco with the young boy Purdy. I think Frisco, they clinched the playoff berth, but Commanders have to win this game, especially after losing to the New York Football Giants. So he likes the Commanders at +7. Let me give you my 3 picks. My Dallas Cowboys 10-4 versus the 13-1 Philadelphia Eagles. The line is +5.5 for the Eagles. There's no Jalen Hurts. They're going to put the mustache out there. Minshew. You know what? I told y'all I love my team, but I can't call Jerry Jones to pay my bills. I'm running with the Eagles with the plus 5.5. I think if my Cowboys beat them, it's going to be a real close game. So I'm fucking with the Eagles. I like the Eagles at plus 5.5. Game number 2, we're going to Minnesota. Minnesota just clinched in that lucky-ass game, down 33 points, came back against the coach, Matty Ice, the biggest choke in football. I ain't got to say no more. I'm running with the G-Man with the plus 4. G-Man. Plus 4, baby. Let's get them. And last but not least, 2-team 6-point teaser. I'm running with the Buffalo Bills minus 2.5 versus the Chicago Bears. The line is 8.5. You take away 6, it's 2.5. Second part of that teaser, if this team don't win this game, I hope to God they don't make the playoffs. And that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They favored by 7.5. Come up on Sunday. And they better win this game. They play in Arizona. Arizona started McSorley. I got the Bucks at minus 1.5. So here are the 6 plays. Then we're gonna do the spinoff. You got Texas plus 3.5. Browns minus 2.5. Commanders plus 7. You got Eagles plus 5.5. G-Man plus 4. 2-team 6-point teaser. Bills minus 2.5. Bucks minus 1.5. Go to the window, cash out, make your money. Let's get started with the giveaway. Good luck to everybody, man. Woo! Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody, goddammit. All right, we got round 3, giveaway 1. 1 through 20. Let the best person win. Great show, guys. Big Dog, I appreciate you was on it this time. You was on it. I can't front. My NBA analyst, he's an animal in the NBA. All right, guys, 1 through 20. Let me make this where y'all can see everything. I don't play around with this shit. Good luck to anybody who wins. God bless everybody, man. Here we go, 1 through 20. You're looking for 1 board. 2 boards come out, no play. A 4-4, no play. 1 board, 1 board only. Here we go. Let me marinate these bad boys. I want each and every ball to get marinated. Here we go. We got a winner, baby. I know you see it. Let me move this a little back. Round 3, giveaway 1. Winner is number 14. Number 14. That's Big Tapia, baby. Big Tapia back at it, baby. Few weeks he didn't win. He's back in the mix, baby. Big Tapia. All right, let me bring this back. We're going to giveaway number 2 right now, round 3. $14. Tap is the winner, guys. Big Tapia. $21 through $40. Give me a minute. Let me bring this back. Give me a minute, guys. 21 through 40. Let's get it. I love when new people win. No disrespect when old people win. Tapia been goggling them up lately. I love when the new people win. I like the feeling that they express to me when they win. But to me, whoever wins deserves it. Here we go. 21 through 40. 21 through 40. we go. Let me marinate. I'm marinating. I'm marinating, baby. I see my sister Annie. I love you, baby. You know your big brother loves you. Here we go. Here we go. Nope, no number came out. Let's marinate it again. Here we go. Here we go. 2 numbers came out, no play. I'm not even gonna look at them. Come on, let me get it right. I fucked up 2 times in a row. Just one number only. There we go. Damn, I had trouble getting that number out. Whoever won this shit deserved this shit. Here we go. The winner for giveaway 2. 22. 22. My man Ghost, baby. Oh my gosh. I got a story to tell y'all. Let me put this away. My man Ghost is back at it. Hold on, let me, oh, I got a story for y'all on this one, baby. When I first started the giveaway, I had a little black spin thing. It was small. Then, you know, as times got a little better, I was able to invest in a bigger one, which is the gold one, right? Steve Levine, Ghost, my man, has not won since I invested in that gold one. Because we spoke about it the other day. He was winning like all the time with the little black one. So he was trying to convince me to bring the little black one in, but I said, Steve, the gold one is much better. I can't do that. So now finally, he's back on the map. Salute to Steve Levine, plays every week, dedicated, my man. I'm happy for you. Merry Christmas, Steve Levine. That's the number 2 winner. Okay, let's go through the show. Some summary about the show. Big dog cover Dub Nation. Sooner or later, they have to think about doing something to shake up that organization. I understand there's a lot of injuries, but at the same time, you got these Grizzlies, Pelicans, Suns, Nuggets, they all got better. And even with a healthy Golden State team with what they got, I don't think it's enough. And me knowing Steph Curry, knowing he got about 4 or 5 years left, he will go to the front office and be like, listen, man, we got to make a trade. We got the pieces. We got draft picks. Let's go get who we need to get, because Curry ain't trying to rebuild over there, B. He want to win. Like he won 4 out of 8. He probably want to win 3 more of his last 6 years left, whatever it is in the NBA. And they're not going to win with that team right there. They're going to have to make a big-ass trade. So look out for a big trade sooner than later. Then we spoke about my Knicks. Hopefully we could be a playoff team. Hopefully we could get back in the mix of being a contender. That's all I want. I know we ain't winning no chips. I just want to compete, and I'm happy with competing. Then we went to Sportsbook Jeff. We covered Carlos Correa, the situation with Carlos Correa. We covered a lot of baseball, the rule changes, etc. We took care of what we had to take care of, giving y'all the latest and the hottest topics that are available, and we handle our business like we do on my show. And also on the message of the week, I told y'all, stop burning bridges. You need to build bridges. And if you motherfuckers don't know what that means, I got to look it up, man. Stop cutting people off by doing them dirty on the last visit you with them. If you want to stop messing with somebody, you don't have to burn them. You just could, you could just fly away. Like, them balloons. You never had a balloon on a birthday and you throw it in the air and it just flies away. You could just let people go like that if you wanted to. You don't have to burn them. You don't have to owe them money and disappear, or steal something for them and disappear, or talk shit about them. Just, if it's not panning out, just move on. Stop burning bridges, because you never know when you have to go through that bridge again. And with that, Al York Sports, Merry Christmas. I threw the green on for y'all for the Christmas weekend. No drinking and driving. I'm always going to stress that because I don't care what occasion it is. There's never room for drinking and driving because the task force is out there waiting, man. And with that, Al York Sports, the raw truth. Love y'all, man. Get that money.